Hello guys, this is ATO Ego 579 here, and today I have a special guest with me.
Hello,
And guest, tell the people your name.
Brian.
Brian is a co-worker from work, and um, we decided to do a commentary together, and we don't have really much to share right now, so we're just gonna talk about one of our favorite series is the Batman Arkham series. I'm sure as many of you know, Batman Arkham Knight is gonna come out June 2nd of this year, so we're all really excited, but let's look back at the history of the Arkham franchise with Arkham Asylum. Brian, did you like Arkham Asylum?
Yeah,
What, what did you like about it? How did you feel when you first played it?
it came out a couple years before I got my PlayStation 3, so I got it in a bundle. I was amazed actually how good it was.
Because people said it was the first actual good superhero game to come out, because everything before was just at best mediocre.
Man, it's kind of easy when you think about Superman 64 being the benchmark. That was the benchmark for everybody. Superman 64, yay! Oh god, turn it off.
Pretty much.
One of my favorite things about Arkham Asylum was the one of the achievements you got for being a party pooper. Walk in, everybody's applauding. Your
I
arrival.
saw that on Xbox, and I never did that achievement, but I'm playing it again on PC. Surprisingly, I haven't gotten that far in the PC version. I should finish it. But when I see that, I will be a party pooper. The Joker will love me.
That was one of the funniest things I've done.
And I remember playing it for the first time on my brother's old PS3 before he sold it, the PS3 itself.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining, you know, the stealth mode, the gameplay was really solid, the story was phenomenal for what it was. And then I finished the whole game on Xbox 360. I played it, what, 5 times, I think? And now I'm playing it again on PC, so it's gonna stand the test of time. You know, it got the Arkham series started, so
It kind of reminds me, we're going a little off topic here, but of Uncharted.
Arkham Asylum kind of had a bigger impact than Uncharted, to be honest. Like, Arkham Asylum, like, it won so many awards. It just blew up overnight.
Yeah,
And
but
then
the way Uncharted reinvented the action adventure franchise, this kind of reinvented the superhero gaming
pretty much.
franchise. And unfortunately, there haven't been any improvements since this. They tried to do Spider-Man 2, and that just Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that just made me laugh. All the Spider-Man memes.
Yeah, that was not the best thing for them to do. But I remember, in 2010, I was watching, I think, the Video Game Awards on Spike, and they announced Batman Arkham City, and I was screaming like a little girl, like, "Oh my God, Batman's back! Joker's half dead, Harley's there." And the trailer they showed with Hugo Strange, I was like, "This is amazing! I need this. I need this game now."
I didn't even notice it till I went on YouTube.
And then I saw the gameplay at E3. Then I saw the release, and I was like, "It's really good." And I only watched like the first level or two, and just kind of left it because I didn't want any spoilers. Then my brother was kind enough to actually, no, we rented the game first, and I beat it. And as I was playing the game, I was like, "Oh my God, this is a lot better than Arkham Asylum." But Arkham Asylum was so good, but this was on a whole new level. And at one point, I wanted to stop playing the game because I was like, I don't want to spoil anything. I want to give it a break, but it was so good. It's like a good novel. You cannot put it down. You have to keep playing it until you're done.
The ending was a complete surprise to me.
Pretty much when I saw, well,
Spoilers, if anybody doesn't know, and if you don't, where have you been?
yeah, if you don't know, go play the game. Start with Arkham Asylum, then go to City, and then come back to this video. But for those of you who know, Joker died.
Which completely threw a loop in my whole life.
It wasn't. I was shocked, but I wasn't too surprised at the same time because I remember watching Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, and the Joker died in that one technically, but then he came back. It was kind of weird. But technically, he did die.
Yeah, but for that to happen in a video game, it was kind of like
It was depressing.
because it never happened in the comic books. You know, they never.
Really, it didn't happen.
I don't.
Because there's different versions of Batman.
As far as I know, the original ones, I don't know if it ever took it that far. We may be wrong. You guys can tell us if we're wrong. I don't claim to be right.
Pretty much. And the addition of Catwoman, Robin.
There wasn't enough Robin in there for me.
He could have been in there a little more. But Alfred, they added Alfred.
Yeah,
I think that was pretty cool.
That was definitely one of the highlights. The problem for me with them using Robin is
he was like
what was
this,
that? Tim Drake?
What?
Wasn't it Tim Drake?
I'm not totally sure.
It might have. If I don't know if I'm right, but it might have been Tim Drake. I think it was. But the problem for me is they didn't use him in the story enough. It was he helped Batman once and then left and was never seen again until he did challenge maps.
Well,
and then he was sort of seen in the end.
Arkham City was a phenomenal game and way better than Arkham Asylum in my opinion. I don't know about yours.
I think they were both really good. It had elements. It had newer elements that the first one didn't.
And then
the story could have been a bit better though.
I loved it. I mean,
the beginning was great, but towards the end,
I mean, the only part that was kind of a little mundane and just kind of went on was the part with Penguin, but everything else was just I love this one line with Joker. He said, I think it was, I'm trying to remember, you idiots, you guys can't take down the Bat, and I'm half dead. No, what's that line? He said he got a syringe in his neck for God's sake, and he's half dead.
Yeah, it was towards the end where he was dying.
But that line was funny. It had good writing.
Yeah.
And the music. The music.
I did love the way Mr. Freeze was an adaptive learning AI system to your fighting style.
Pretty much. Like,
so if you attack from a grate, he'd look at the grates, and then you attack from the air, he watches the air.
It's sad that more games are not that complex with AI. The only other thing that does that, in this off topic, is Aliens Isolation.
Oh, dude, that game looked amazing.
I have it. You know, we should have done that game, but unfortunately, guys, I'm sure if you are unaware, I'm using the touchpad on my laptop because I forgot my mouse. I'm at Brian's house, and my 360 controller is not working, so yeah, it's not been the best of days.
Yeah, it's all relative. We're alive, so it's always a good day.
And then we had
computer issues. Dude, when Arkham Origins came out, I flipped.
I thought it was gonna be okay, but I wasn't expecting it to be, you know, an Arkham City killer. And I think I'm almost done. I'm with the part with Bane, and you're trying to beat him.
But when they announced it, I flipped out. I was so happy. Because of course it's like every other movie in the world. The trailer looks. They show enough in the trailer where you like have to watch it or play it. It's basically
everybody got excited because it was the whole assassin thing. And then they added Deathstroke, and that's what really got people excited. Like, we get to play a Slade, and I remember watching Slade on Teen Titans, and as a kid, and I loved him, you know, as a villain. So to see him in a video game was like, yeah. But the thing was, I feel like he did not get enough screen time because when you beat him, it's like that's it. And I feel like Slade should have been a bigger, you know, part of the game. You know, not Black Mass. I mean, the Joker was there, but I think Deathstroke should have been more the main villain, not just kind of somebody there and forgotten.
No, Black Mass they should have kept in because he was one of Batman's greatest financial adversaries, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because even though, no matter how many times Batman took him down, he had enough money to come back. They should have taken out, like, Shiva. And I know Shiva was part of the, I think the extra parter. I don't know if she was main story, but what's his name? The dude with the shocking... the gloves that would shock you.
For one moment. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Ran out of Arkham City footage, so loaded up Arkham Origins instead, and we're talking about it anyway. So, what were we talking about before, Brian?
Finally figured out the guy's name. I was talking about the electrocutioner. On how the fight in the pit, you're preparing for a gigantic fight with what you think is going to be an assassin, and he takes one kick and goes down.
I think I just laughed at that part, but a small part of me was depressed. Like, really?
You fight through all those guys, all of the guys in the pit.
And then you get to the executioner, and it's like, what?
Get to one assassin, you're like, all right, an assassin fight, which takes all of 30 seconds.
That is the shortest fight in video game history. I think if Arkham Origins did anything right, you certainly did that.
I definitely think the one thing that bothered me the most was WB Montreal's, which not a bad company at all, but they're
not Rocksteady.
They're, instead of focusing more on the gameplay in the outer world, they spent more time on the detective mode.
Pretty much. Like, if you look, a lot of landmarks from Arkham City are in Origins. It's just the map is bigger, and you have like these filler buildings. Like, the buildings are there, but they're just like fillers. They're not really like there to actually mean anything.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the new one. You excited about that?
You're impatient for Arkham Knight, but
I know, but it's brand new. So
when I first saw that, last year, and it was officially confirmed because I heard rumors about it, like it could have been Arkham World, Arkham Universe, Arkham whatever.
Oh man, they came out with so many names for it. I remember one that stuck for a while was Arkham World.
Pretty much.
Because they were going to try to keep it open world.
Pretty much.
And then I think they changed it once The Dark Knight came out, the movie.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, the Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
That, like, you feel a sense like, oh, okay, Batman's gonna be real badass in this. Like, he's a knight.
Yeah.
He's not. Well, I mean, they said the Dark Knight, but when they said Arkham Knight, like Arkham City had a nice caption feel to it. But when they said Arkham Knight, like, okay, I'm feeling this. Like, this is gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, I think they're taking where they left off with Arkham City, and
it takes 1 year after the events of Arkham City. Batman's he's still choked up about Joker, and Harley. I mean, Harley's in the game obviously because she wants revenge. I mean, Batman didn't. I can't decide if the death of Joker is a suicide or an accident, like, because Batman did try to save him, so how was Batman's fault when he tried to save Joker? He warned Joker to share the cure, but Joker decided to stab him.
Yeah, well, you know. That's a love-hate relationship.
Going off subject, we had what's the Harley Quinn DLC for Arkham City? Harley Quinn's Revenge, I think?
Yeah, I think it was like Harley's Revenge or something.
She really hit depression in that DLC.
Dude, she wore a black veil for crying out loud.
And she had a really ugly looking gun. Like, she just hit a low point in her life, and then she wore all black. Like, she looked ugly in that. Like, ugh, what did you do to yourself?
Yeah, well, it's a good thing they kept the.
And now she's gone back to the French maid outfit.
It's a good thing they kept the super boom going in that DLC, though.
One thing I was amazed at when I saw Arkham Knight for the first time, as far as gameplay, not the trailer, was how good it looked. Because the Arkham games always look nice, but Arkham Knight looks incredible. Like,
that's because I think they're sticking to the next gen consoles, which are out now, Xbox One and PS4.
I remember a lot of people were angry because they were like, no 360 or PS3 version. But the guy from Rocksteady said the Batmobile, which you can't drive in this game, it takes up so much processing power that pretty much that will equal one Xbox 360 game. So how would it feel to have you have Arkham Knight, but all you have is the Batmobile?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of retarded. And that's just how much memory and resources it uses. And this is a really huge world. Like, I don't know if you've seen the E3 trailers, but this is a huge world.
No, it would also kind of be like jumping way off topic, but going to like NBA 2K. How in that, for the PS4 versions, like the newer gens, they get the like cutscenes and the gameplay. They get the cutscenes off the gameplay.
So it's pretty much in engine, like they're not using pre-rendered stuff like, oh, your PS4 or your PC or Xbox One's doing it.
Yeah, with like the game though, like the next gen version gets the cutscenes, where the old gen would get just the regular.
It wouldn't get much, like
They would just get the regular gameplay.
pretty much.
Which I completely understand what Rocksteady's doing, because if you have to spend all that
manpower on a version of the game that really isn't that great to begin with, it's just like, why even do it? Because
why? Plus, you're gonna piss off a bunch of people anyway. Why build a game?
What's even more impressive, this is using Unreal Engine 3. All Arkham games use Unreal Engine 3, but that engine is 10 years old now, and it looks like that? What did you do to it, is my question.
Yeah, plus you're gonna piss off a lot of people if you're just using... If you're gonna build an entire different game where, oh, PS4 version of the Xbox One can use the Batmobile, but sorry everybody else, no Batmobile for you.
They kind of did that with Watch Dogs. There was a few parts of the game where they cut out because, oh, it could not handle those gameplay elements because it was too complex. And then I know in Shadow of Mordor, which is made by WB Games, there was a certain mode in the game they cut out because, again, it required too much power to really deal with on top of the huge world. Because Shadow of Mordor pretty much was made with 2009 plus hardware in mind. Because if you look at the PS3 version, it's unplayable based on what I saw at Digital Foundry. Like, it will sit there in the teens and lag a ton, but also the audio will cut out, the graphics look bad. It's just, why even port? This shows why make the game if it's gonna be like that. Like, that's, you don't do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they did Arkham Knight on the last gen, it would look like the PS3 version of Shadow of Mordor and be just a messy thing.
Yeah, what I'm hoping for is I don't know if I heard a while ago before E3 that they're gonna have it kind of be like GTA 5 in a way where you can walk around and select missions. You don't even have to do a mission.
Well, Arkham City had a fair amount of side quests, so I'm sure there's gonna be plenty in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, but like I heard that you can literally just walk around and walk up to something and be like, okay, I want to do this side quest or mission. If that's true, that would be great because it allows the players, the players, to be able to create our own game instead of following somebody else's sequence.
Pretty much. Now, there's one thing I want to talk about before we have to wrap it up, is the Arkham Knight, because it's Arkham Knight because the main villain is actually a new villain Rocksteady made, who is called the Arkham Knight, and there's a lot of speculation who's the Arkham Knight. I tried not to pay any attention to any spoilers or rumors, but here's some things. Some say Joker came back from the dead, others are saying it's Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond, others are saying it could be like Nightwing, or, you know, there's so many possibilities of like who the Arkham Knight really is, you know.
Could it be Red Hood though?
You think well, Red Hood, wasn't he, it was Robin? Well, I saw like the animated movie.
Red Hood was Jason Todd. And Jason Todd got shot by Joker and killed. And he came back as Red Hood.
So that was a different Robin, wasn't it?
There's Dick Grayson, who's Robin, the original Robin and Nightwing. Then there's Tim Drake, who became Robin and Red Robin. And then there's Jason Todd, who became Robin, died, and then became Red Hood.
Okay, I get confused because like there's different versions of Batman, so it's like, huh?
It's funny, they're all in the same lore, so all Robins are the same.
But then I think, you know, Arkham Knight should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's just a matter of all the guys and all that stuff.
But that is pretty much it for this video, guys. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.